In this week's Global Report, food and water distributed as Sri Lankans occupy President's home. Food and water are distributed to people on Sunday at the Presidential Palace a day after protesters stormed it, forcing Sri Lankan's President Gotabaya Rajapaksa to announce his resignation. The events on Saturday were the culmination of months of anti-government protests fueled by unprecedented economic crisis that bankrupted the South Asian island nation, and fury over the ruling Rajapaksa clan's corruption. Sri Lankans were also seen taking a dip in the pool and relax at the garden Wednesday in the colonial-era presidential palace, which has embodied state authority for more than 200 years. Sri Lanka's embattled president flew out of the country to Maldives early Wednesday in a probable prelude to his resignation after months of widespread protests against his island nation's worst-ever economic crisis. Meanwhile, Pope Francis calls for peace in Sri Lanka after months of economic crisis. Pope Francis calls for peace in Sri Lanka, which has been rocked by instability for months over a worsening economic crisis. Japan mourns as funeral for former Prime Minister Abe held in Tokyo. Mourners lined the streets of central Tokyo to bid farewell to assassinated former Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe. Box supermoon lights up the sky over Beirut. The Box supermoon, the brightest moon of the year due to its closeness to Earth, rises over Beirut. Succession bags 25 Emmy nominations. HBO Succession tops this year's Emmy nominations, earning 25 nods at television's equivalent of the Oscars. Succession will compete for Best Drama with Squid Game, a violent South Korean satire in which society's marginalized compete for cash in fatal versions of children's games, which is Netflix's most-watched series ever. Traditional high heels race for Madrid's LGBTQ pride. Madrid's LGBTQ pride would not be the same without its traditional heel race, a sporting festive event which this year celebrates its 23rd edition in Palayo Street and which involves finishing the course on platforms up to 15 centimeters high.
Lo que vais a ver esta tarde es emoción, es aventura, es sudor, entusiasmo, griterío, aplausos, vítores para las ganadoras que vayan a estar en la carrera de tacones. ¡Hacha! ¡Hacha!
And those are the Global Weekly Reports. Subscribe to Global Daily Mirror YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, and visit www.globaldailymirror.com. I am Carby Basina. Good day.